Εδώ είμαστε, καλησπέρα σας. Πρώτο Bala Talks, πρώτο επεισόδιο σε αυτό το νέο εγχείρημα από τα πολλά του Μπάλα. Είμαστε εδώ, θα κάνουμε συνεντεύξεις στο μέρος αυτό, στο εγχείρημα αυτό, στο κανάλι αυτό, στο Bala 24. Είναι ένα εγχείρημα όπως πολλά ακόμα που έρχονται. Σήμερα ποδαρικό θα μας κάνει ο Sandor Torghelle, ο πρώην ποδοσφαιριστής του ΠΑΟΚ, του Παναθηναϊκού, της Εθνικής Ουγγαρίας φυσικά. Έχουμε να πούμε πολλά. Sandor, do you hear us? Do you hear us, Sandor? Sandor? Θα το φτιάξουμε. Do you hear us?
Yeah, now it's okay.
Great. Okay, thank you very much for accepting our invitation in this for this talk.
Talk with anybody from Greece.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. One more time.
No. I said anytime if somebody is calling me from Greece, I am ready to talk.
Okay, so that means that you have nice memories from Greece, right?
Yeah, of course. Okay, I played there for 2 years. Sometimes it was a good memory, but sometimes not. But when I am talking about Greece, about that 2 years, I remember always the good memories. So I don't want to talk anything bad things. So every time if I am talking, I am speaking about Greece, every time good things. Doesn't matter.
You keep the good memories from your team, from your past in Greece, right?
Of course. Yeah. Okay, I played there in 2 years, two years in Greece. Okay, 1 year in Panathinaikos, 1 year in PAOK. Okay, the Panathinaikos, it was not easy. Also in PAOK too. But the first year when I could play in the Champions League, when I could play against Barcelona, Werder Bremen. So for me it was a really good memory and in my career. So it was the first time when I could play in the Champions League in the group. So absolutely was very nice. We could beat at home in Panathinaikos Stadium, in Olympic Stadium, Werder Bremen. Then I could give an assist. I make a penalty. So after that, I make the mistake. So Malazani put me out from the first 11, and but it's okay. Football, absolutely.
Exactly. We will talk about all these things that you said from your past in Greece, but I want to begin the conversation from the beginning of your football career in Hungary. You played in Honved. You begin from Honved. You played in MTK Budapest. You spell a loan in Markali from a young age. How important are these first steps for you for your football career?
So, when I was youth, I started to play in Kispest Honved. At that time, Kispest Honved was excellent team. They could win the champion in the Hungarian competition. And after I was really big fan of that team. And it was my dream to play in the first 11 and the first team, not first 11, in the first team. And after I get a chance, when I was 17 years old, I get a chance to play in the first league here in Hungary. And after I wanted to show myself. So it was really good step for me when I went to loan to Marcali, how you said before, because that 1.5 year it was good help for me. So some young players doesn't understand if you don't get the chance to play in the first 11, in the first team, in your team. And sometimes you have to go to loan to get the option to play, because if you are not playing every weekend, then you don't have a chance to improve yourself. And that 1.5 years, it was excellent for me. And after, I could play it in the first 11 in Honvéd. And after, so it was not good memory for me. With Honvéd, we had to go to second division. And but I was the under 21 national player, so, and I didn't want to play in the second division, and I get the chance to go to other club, to MTK, to still play in the first league, and it was good decision, because every weekend I get a chance to play, and after get an invitation to the national team from Lothar Matthäus. So that's why I'm saying every time here in Hungary to every young player, if you don't get a chance to play, you have to go to other club to play. It doesn't matter, the money is not so important. This is the age where you have to play. It's not so different, not so much different between the two salaries. If you are here, if you are going to other club, maybe you get a little bit less money, but if you are playing, I think 90% you will get back this money what you invest. And in that age, I didn't understand, but now in this age and this brain, I understand why they wanted to do for me. And I explain always to young players here in Hungary, because I am working with them. So I try to understand with them, so how we should to do, how they should to do the things if they don't get the chance to play in the first team.
And it's normal for a young player to go on loan, because he must develop through playing in a team.
We're saying is normal, but somebody doesn't understand, and we are here to explain them to understand how it's going the football. If you don't get the chance, you have to go to other club. It doesn't matter, because you have to play. And until 22 years old, you have to play every weekend. You have 80-90 minutes, because this years is going to be missed later if you are not doing.
So you spoke about the national team. You make your debut under Lothar Matthäus, and you were not even 22 years old. You were young.
Exactly.
And you scored in many friendlies against Brazil, against Germany, against Argentina. And is it true that I read that you scored in the debut of Leo Messi in a friendly game against Argentina? Is that true?
For Messi, it was the first national game when we played against each other. It was not so long for him, the debut, because after 5 minutes or something like that, he got directly the red card. So he remembered that game. This is 100%. But for us, it was really good chance to show ourselves. Not just because how it was the result. It is one thing, but if you are doing good things against the big club, big team, big national team, then you can open the eyes for the other teams. I mean, for the scout, for anybody, because our plan, our target, it was in that time go to outside of Hungary, because in that time here in Hungary the clubs was not so strong than now. So the lot of players wanted to go to outside, so they wanted to be foreigner players. So it was our target, our plan. So if anybody get a chance, they wanted to show the quality, what they have, what we have. and wanted to go to outside of Hungary.
So scouters from Crystal Palace, they saw you from your games in the national team and from what you were doing in the national team, or from the clubs that you played at the time?
So it is really luck. Like every time, football, life, we need luck. So that happened. This is a true story. Gabor Kirai, I don't know, you know him or not.
The goalkeeper.
Exactly. Yes, and he wanted to go to other club. He wanted to go to England from Hertha Berlin, and he had an agent, and he tried to sell the player. And you know, in that time, we are writing 2004. You know, they sending the copy of the video, copy of the game. You know, all things from the player, and they send this agent send the game against Germany, and striker who scored 2 goals against them
Twice.
Crystal Palace coach, the sport director, check it. Look at this guy, what he's doing in front of national team, in front of Hungarian national team. And after starting to talk with the agent, who is this guy, starting to talk with my agent, you know, and after starting to talk about my transfer, and after the Crystal Palace checked the game here in Hungary in the competition, and after they bought me. This happened. So it's really luck, but you know, the luck is coming, but you have to work for it. This is one of the. I had to score 2 goals against Germany, and from that get the luck to go to England to play in the Premier League. So this happened.
You played from Hungary, from the league in Hungary. You played in one of the best leagues in the world, in the Premier League. How was your adaptation in the Premier League, and what was the difference? I guess that there were many differences between what you knew and what you were watching and experiencing in England.
I thought I am already done because I was already there, but I was not. I was not ready for that, you know, because the Hungarian league is here, Premier League 2-3 steps higher than. So I had to learn many things. So, and it was not enough. How long I've been there, it was not enough because you know, I couldn't get the chance to play. How I said before, if you are not playing every weekend, it's very difficult to growing, to improve, to show yourself. So you need time for it. And Crystal Palace in that year, it was very difficult situation because we were fighting against the 2nd division, you know, and
relegation.
So everybody was frustrated because everybody wanted to put on the table better result, and the other things, it was very difficult for me. We played only one striker, you know, Andrew Johnson. He was the one of them, so he could score in that year 22 goals in the Premier League. So against him, no chance. We were with him, included with him 7 strikers. There was Ventola, Schipperli, Dougie Freeman, who is right now the sport director. So many strikers, that only one striker was playing, Andrew Johnson. So in that time, it was very difficult, very difficult to put yourself in the first 11. So, but I could learn something. I didn't do, but I learned after. If I be quiet, is much better to say something, because if you are saying something, it's not good. Be quiet and work. This is the most important, and I learned it after. I used a lot of times, but in that time I couldn't keep my mouth. This is problem. But 22 years old, how you said, I was young. I thought I am ready to play, but I was not ready.
This is my next question. You give me a very nice pass, although you scored goals. You're not passing in your career. What are the things that you improved in terms of as a player and in terms of as a character in the Premier League?
Both. So if you are looking at one circle, big circle, we have to put everything inside, and from that you can improve. Not just because I could learn from the youth, I could learn in the first team in the national team, or first team in the home weight or MTK, or in England. Every time I had to put inside something in the basket, and you have to get out from the many good things. So I cannot say only from that I learned many things or the other things. From everything I had to learn lot of things, not just from one side.
Yeah, but in case as a player you became stronger, you became smarter in the pitch, your movements were better. What is that aspect that you improved in your career in Crystal Palace?
Crystal Palace. So in Hungary, I was strong. If I won against one situation, when I had to use my body, I could win more than in England, because in England everybody is 2 meters tall, everybody strong, everybody full power, everybody is with 100% with muscle, so big guys. So, and I had to learn that things. If I had to do more aggressive, more aggressive than before here in Hungary, because here in Hungary I was big, I was strong, I could beat my opponent, but in England it was not enough. I had to improve than before.
And then Panathinaikos, the loan to Panathinaikos. What are the things that you knew, if you knew anything about Panathinaikos? And tell me that if the fact that Panathinaikos was playing in the Champions League was part that you said yes to this offer.
Yeah, of course, because it's a really big chance to play in the Champions League. Of course, I had to go to that club where I can show myself in the Champions League. And the other things, Puskás Ferenc was the coach of Panathinaikos a long time ago, and the Hungarian legend was the coach of Panathinaikos. I have to check it, what's happening there. Absolutely. So that was the two things where I was agree with the contract, the long contract with Panathinaikos. And after when I went there, so the plan, it was everything fine. But after the plan went wrong side.
Yes. You were in a very good period for Panathinaikos in the team. I want you to tell me, what do you remember, and which player that you played together made you think that, like, wow, he's a very good player?
Gonzalez. He was excellent player. Not typical number 10 players. So he was great, excellent pass. He create excellent dribbling. He create excellent score. So he was, I think, in that time in Panathinaikos, he was the best player for me. But many good players. Bischan was there from Liverpool. Šerić, Gekas, Papadopoulos, Somajo. So a lot of players was there, but Gonzalez, he was the top of. Absolutely.
I think I know the answer, but I will ask you anyway. What is the match that you remember the most with Panathinaikos shirt?
Sorry?
what is the match that you remember the most in Panathinaikos that you played?
From the fans or player or from where?
From that, the fact that you make a good performance, let's say.
You know, one player is when field, they believe in self. So in the player, you can put on the field. And when I was starting to play there, I feel so they want me. So they would like to put me on the field. And Malazani give a chance to me, and everything was fine. And so, how I said before, against Werder Bremen in the Champions League, Barcelona at home in Olympic Stadium, we played draw, and it was a good result for me. And against Werder Bremen, it was one of the best game for me, how I remember.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, after Panathinaikos, you end up in PAOK in a really strange story. Do you want to speak about it?
Yeah, it was Salpikidis. You know, Panathinaikos wanted to buy Salpikidis, and you know, they wanted to get some money, and you know, Panathinaikos give I don't know how much, I don't remember exactly the price, how much it was, but it was okay. One part of the deal, the money. The other part of the deal, it was 3 players. 3 players. One, it was me, so I could go to PAOK. It was I get a chance to play 80% of the games. I could show myself, but in that year, PAOK was in not the best situation. You know, not owner, not money, not real good sport director. Not even sport director. I think I don't remember who was the sport director because nobody was there, I think. But you know, in that year, it was not an excellent time for PAOK. So you know, the PAOK fans was not happy with the team. You know, the foreign players against the Greek players problem. So it was not the best for me. So when I went there, when I signed the contract, and after 1 year, I didn't get any money, nothing. So, and after I said to my agent and the PAOK sport director, then Zagorakis start to work there, and said to each other, okay, it's better if I leave from PAOK. But you know, that year it was good for me. I like very much the Greek life, absolutely, because the first word what I learned is avrio.
Avrio.
Avrio. Everything is avrio. Every time avrio. I remember the first word it was for me. That word is avrio. Every time avrio. But I learned that very, very, very quick.
In Thessaloniki, especially, the avrio is a very common word.
Very fast. I learned very, very fast.
Yeah. The way that you went to PAOK to swap for you and 2 players more for Salpikidis, does this way bothers you, or you say, okay, it's part of the game, of the negotiations?
Yeah, it's part of the game. So absolutely, I didn't have any problem with. So I, you know, I don't want to talk any bad memory because you know, I could say many bad things, but you know, when I went outside in Tuba, you know, the player is forget everything. What's happening from Monday to Friday or Saturday, depends which day the game. But when we are going to the field, you forget everything. You would like to show yourself. You would like to play football. And if you are playing at home in Tumba, this is absolutely very nice memory for me. Doesn't matter who is the opponent. Okay, when we could play at home against Aris, you know, it's very good, very big game, and we could beat them. So I could score against Aris, or at home you are playing good games. Then is good things. That is the things why you are starting to play football, you know, because front of 20,000 people or 15, doesn't matter how much, how they are loved with passion, with power. They are going to the stadium. This is absolutely fantastic for me. Okay, in Panathinaikos also, exactly. You know, Greek people, Greek fanatism is in the stadium. This is miss for me, absolutely, because okay, I went to Germany, I could play many good games here in Hungary also, but there in Greek is a little bit different. But what I feel, what I felt there is a little bit different, and you know, if they still met with anybody who knows me in Greek, only one thing what they are saying always to me: doesn't matter you are scoring or not, but they love you. We love you. I love you, because from the beginning till end of the last game, you are fighting like last game for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. This
is it for me. Okay, I couldn't score a lot. Miachel, he was a striker. He scored a lot of goals there. But the fans, they would like to see this mentality, what I could show on the pitch, and not a score. This is one thing. Okay, if you are scoring a lot of goals, this is also good. But without this mentality, if you are scoring a lot of goals, okay, but once you are not scoring, then it's problem. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. The Greek fans, the truth is that they want to see you fight for the club, fight for the team, play with passion.
Exactly. And I was that player who tried to show that mentality, because I was there also when I was young. Like now, I am living with passion. I am living with power. I am okay. Sometimes less power than before, of course, because I was older than before. But with that passion, I live with that passion than Greek people would like to see on the pitch.
What is your impression for the Greek fans? Are they the best fans that you have played in front of?
Listen, the Greek fans, or there's not just the Greek fans, everybody. If they see you would like to beat the opponent you are playing with passion, they love you. Okay, this is one thing. But the other things, if anything is bad things, everything is going with the bad way, then it's problem. You know, I remember one story. We played at home against, I don't remember the opponent, and we had to wait. We had to sit in the changing room until 3 o'clock in the morning, because they are still waiting outside us. So they wanted to talk with us. You know what's happening? Why we couldn't beat the weaker team than we are? Then what's happening? They wanted to talk. So this is also with passion, you know. But it's a little bit strange for me. It was before. It's not happened with me, but I learned that things as well. So with that, if you are doing very well with that passion, what they are doing in Greek, this is I like very, very much.
Yeah, we are passionate in a good way and in a bad way as people. Yeah.
Both sides.
What? Sorry.
No, I know the both side.
Yeah, I'm sure. No, but I ask in terms of atmosphere, are PAOK fans or Panathinaikos fans make the best atmosphere?
Listen, the Olympic Stadium is much bigger than Tumba, you know, and the Tumba is is like the small. How can I say? How can I say? A smaller stadium. Smaller, more keep inside the voice, keep inside the atmosphere. I like a little bit more than Olympic Stadium.
Yeah, it's like a cage.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of fans there with the fire, with they are singing. They are. I was really good things when we played at home against anybody. Okay, when we could play against Aris, Panathinaikos, Olympiacos, derby. It was big derby for us, for PAOK fans. Absolutely crazy atmosphere was there in the stadium.
Before we close this chapter from your past and go to today, I want to tell me the toughest, actually the best player that you faced in Greece and in general.
I was very happy because I could play against many good players in that years. Okay, Messi, I could play against him, Ronaldo, Ibrahimovic, many good players. In Greek, I could play with Zagorakis, absolutely. He's good player. Gonzalez, how I said before. So many good players, but the two of the best player, how I said, Gonzalez and Zagorakis.
Okay.
Because I had a little problem with Zagorakis, but doesn't matter because how I feel. Okay, I was young. I said again because I am still not growing up in here because I know exactly how it's working the changing room. I was also here in Hungary, the captain. I understand when one foreigner player is coming to the changing room and he would like to change many things. So after one side, the who is playing at home, they don't want to let the foreigner players, front of them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to change many. I try to change one things, and I was not so strong, and I normally in that time I didn't have to do it that one. Absolutely not. I had a problem with Zagorakis a little bit, but in the past, but with that age, with that brain, with that past, I don't have to do it that one. Absolutely not. Zagorakis was right.
I said that I will ask you only for the good parts because that's as you said, that's what you keep, the good things that you lived. So I won't ask about Zagorakis or Malezani. I want to talk to you about today. What is Sandor Torghelle is doing right now today? What's his job in football?
I'm still working. I am working in the football. Like we have a own company, like football agent. We have here in Hungary 20 players. Here in the youth as well, national players, under national players in the second division and first division, and we are working with them. That's why I said to you, it's very difficult to understand the young players, to understand how should to do the career. I try to explain them what they have to do it, and also for the already playing in the first division or in the national team is different. I try to help to find the other club, or I try to organize the transfer. So I am working in that company. This is one part of my life. The other part is I have the own concrete company. We have 10 machines who taking away the concrete. You know, we have a pump. We have a concrete company.
Okay. Is this the
houses? You know.
Sorry.
We are building up the houses.
Okay. Yeah. Like construction thing.
Yeah, construction.
Okay.
Sometimes in the TV, sometimes in the TV, I am doing that things. So I am not boring.
No. So is the manager part that you are doing in football? Is this something that you always wanted to do after football? Or is it something that came up? And how difficult was the transition from a football player to a manager?
The first year it was not easy for me because you know, I wanted to find myself, you know, because when I stopped the football and after I couldn't find what is my way, which is my way. And after I tried to work in like a coach, but it was not so comfortable for me. I was not happy with that. And after that, already 2.5, 3 years, I am working what I'm doing right now, and I think I find the right way. Okay, it's not only one way, because how I explained to you, I am working in 3 things, but the most important, I don't want to live under pressure. You know, I try to live with my family, and when I'm coming home, I don't want to bring home the work. When I was coach, no chance to keep the problems outside of our house. But right now, I am doing the construction company. I have the agent company. I can leave it outside of our house, and that is the reason why I am now happy with the situation where I am right now. We can growing up, absolute. We can be better. We can go higher. We have to keep. We have to doing more things, but now we are on the good way.
Okay. So I want to talk about the upcoming game of Ferencvaros against Panathinaikos in Thursday. We hear and we read here in Greece that the weather is a little bit cold. The weather conditions are a little bit cold in.
It's more than cold. It's -7, 8 degree. So if the team, anybody, the staff, the players, if they are coming to Hungary, they have to bring a big winter jacket. So without that, don't come, because they need. So here is very cold. It's okay. It will be not easy for both team, because you know, okay, Ferencváros is playing at home, but you know, 2 very important players is outside of the squad. One, Varga, went to AEK Athens. The other midfielder is going to Bournemouth. It's 2 important players, and I don't know what they are going to do with that 2 players who is coming in the squad. But it's just 2 very important players. And Panathinaikos, I saw the result against AEK, so they are not the good situation also. So that's why I'm saying now all three results can happen. So now is everything is open, because now if, for example, 2-3 months ago would be the game, maybe I say Ferencváros I think, more chance to win. But now it's totally different. So Ferencváros is not playing now, only friendly game. Panathinaikos is still playing in the competition, so they are in flow. So anything can happen. Absolutely open.
First of all, I want to talk about Ferencváros. I want you to make like an X-ray of the team to talk us about the way of playing, the tactics, the key players, and the weak spots of Ferencváros.
This one is last time when I saw them. So it was very important. The player, the striker, Varga. Sometimes it's not if they couldn't play well, just put the ball to the box and he could score. Sometimes this happened, but now he is going to miss. He's out. Then it's totally different. I don't know how they are going to play because now it's different tactic. So I don't know right now what's happening there. But what I saw, the weakness, if they are not, how can I say that? Okay, in the Hungarian competition, they are not doing very well sometimes. Also, the coach was not happy with the result, with the players, how the mentality for them, because they couldn't wanted to show everything on the pitch. But in the Europe, yes. But it was before. I'm saying again, Varga is going to miss for Ferencváros. Is very important player. Sometimes they couldn't play well, but put the ball in the box and Varga score and the Ferencváros win the game from nothing. But now Varga is not there. Is problem. This is weakness. Absolutely.
So now they will change the way of playing because of Varga departure.
They have to change something.
Okay, and do you watch Panathinaikos?
No.
So you don't know you can tell us a player that.
Checking only the results. That's it. But now I check. Last time they lost against Ajax 4-0. Jovic could score 4 goals. So what I see, they are in the fifth position on the table. So it's not the best position right now. And I know exactly how it's going on there. So if they are not doing something good things, then is the coach will be problem. you understand what?
Yes. Will you go and watch the game in the stadium?
No, it's very cold.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah.
Watching in the TV.
Okay, so you spoke about Varga, and he signed in another Greek team, AEK Athens. I want you to tell us a little bit your opinion about Varga.
And he's that striker who score from nothing sometimes, because just put in the box and with head. I think he is one of the best player in the world. How he could how he can use the head. But the one things is okay, he has. But other things, if he doesn't have a ball, nobody can put in the box. You cannot use Varga. If Ajax find the solution, find the right way, how they have to put in the box, how they put the ball in the box, then they can use Varga quality. Absolutely. And Nikolic also, he was here in Hungary. He knows the Hungarian players. He knows the mentality, and I think he knows how should use the player like Varga.
So he's a target man. in the box and to take the ball. Okay, I want to talk about PAOK, because PAOK is playing with Real Betis in Thursday also, a really difficult game. In starters, do you watch PAOK or like only the results?
No, I don't have a chance to watch. Okay, if I wanted to really watch the game, I am going to internet. I find some website where I watch, but I am not here in Hungary. I am working with the players. Is more time. I am going to that stadium where they are playing. So this is my job. So I am doing that. But last year I was in the stadium in Tumba when they played against Ferencváros. Last time I was there in Tumba, so it's totally different than before. It's totally different. It's bigger. Everything is better right now. No big. Okay, anytime can happen some trouble, some bad situation. But what I see right now sometimes is more than before. Is more better things happen in the PAOK than before.
Of course. So
champion, they could hold better players because they have money. The owner who is there is really strong, absolutely. Then they have a passion also. They would like to put PAOK to the right level.
Yeah. The owner is very important part of this upgrade of PAOK, of course. So you said that last year you were in Tumba and watched PAOK Ferancvaros. So have you got, as a manager, have you got any opinion about Yannis Kostadelias, the star of PAOK, if you know him? So I asked you about if you have an opinion, because you saw last year's PAOK Ferencvaros game, if you have an opinion about Yannis Kostadelias, the big star of PAOK.
Yeah, the striker, right?
Number 10.
Yeah, offensive player.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I am honestly, I don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
But listen, is 100%. I know 100% something. If he can play in PAOK like number 10 with that age. How old is he? He is excellent player.
22.
Yeah, 20. And he organized PAOK and he can. I don't know the result because I didn't check it. Not sorry, I am not checked what's happening with the players, but absolutely with that age, 22 years old, and he can organize the PAOK, then must be good player.
Okay. Is any of your players are in any Greek club that you work with?
Sorry?
Is any of your players that you work with as a manager in a Greek club or?
Until now, not. I was talking with some ex players, but until now I couldn't do anything in Greece until now. But we have players who can play in Greece, but the two clubs not find each other yet, and we couldn't find that players who can really go, who has a really good chance to go to Greek. But we have a player, but who has chance to play there. But it's business. Sometimes everybody must be ready to go to do the transfer for one player. Until now, this not happened, but we are working it. Maybe in the future, hopefully I can do something in Greece as well. Until now, not happened, but maybe. You know, I am working. I am talking a lot of times with Fernandez. You know, with him, I try to do something, not just in Greece, outside of Greek, but until now, in Greek, nothing happened. But maybe to come the best thing.
Fernandez, the goalkeeper of that played in ΠΑΟΚ, you been?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Can you name us a player that you work with that has the talent and could play in top 4 or top 5 teams in Greece?
Raimund Toth.
Okay.
I think he's under 21 national player. He's playing in Gör. He's playing number 6 or right back, 2 position, and he has really good quality. I think he has a chance later to be in the best 5 club in Greek. Absolutely. I am sure of this, absolutely, because he has a really good character. He has a good mentality, and in winter, in this winter period, also in the summer period, he had already a chance to go to outside of Hungary, but you know, we were talking with Gör, and we wanted to leave. We wanted to stay in Gör for this year. Maybe
Okay.
in summer I have to talk with many sport directors in Greece, and maybe we can do something there.
Okay, we will remember the name and
Don't forget. Toth.
One more time the name?
Raimund Toth.
Okay,
I will send you.
So, okay. Last question for closing this very nice interview. Athens or Thessaloniki? Thessaloniki.
Yeah. You know, Athens is a big city, too much traffic. Also in Budapest. I am living here in Budapest, so traffic is everywhere. So if I have a chance, if I would like to go to other side of Budapest, I am living here in traffic in the car every time. This happened with me also in Athens, but Saloniki is a little bit smaller, you know, more quiet. So I think it was better for me. But
so yes.
So Saloniki is a little bit smaller city than Athens. And you know, if I wanted to go to anywhere, it was much easier for me. And you know, the family also more easier to live there, because if I was outside of Saloniki, so I was somewhere, so my wife could go easier to find anything. So that is the other reason why I am saying Saloniki was easier for me.
Okay. Sandor, I want to thank you very much for this talk, for this interview that we made together. I wish you all the best in your career as a manager and as a scouter, and as a person with health in you and your family.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your phone call. Hopefully we can speak later again. I am ready, how I said before, because from Greece, anytime. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Αυτός ήταν ο Σάντορ Τόργκελε. Μας είπε πολλά πράγματα, η αλήθεια είναι. Κοντά στη 1 ώρα κουβέντας είχαμε με τον Ούγκρο, πρώην ποδοσφαιριστή του ΠΑΟΚ και του Παναθηναϊκού. Αυτό ήταν και το πρώτο επεισόδιο Bala Talks. Κάτι καινούργιο που ξεκινάμε εδώ στο Bala 24, στο κανάλι του YouTube του Bala 24. Θα έρθουν πολλά ακόμα. Ο Torghelle ήταν μόνο η αρχή, ο οποίος μας είπε πολλά πράγματα και για το παιχνίδι του Παναθηναϊκού με τη Φερεντσβάρος και για τη Φερεντσβάρος την ίδια σαν ομάδα. Σχολίασε για τον Βάργα και τι απουσία θα είναι αυτή για τη Φερεντσβάρος και άλλα πολλά που είδατε. Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ. Μείνετε συντονισμένοι στον Bala 24. Έρχονται και άλλα πράγματα και άλλες συνεντεύξεις και άλλες εκπομπές. Αυτά από εμάς. Καλή συνέχεια.